Hello, Mario. How to use Excel, generate Lotto numbers. Hi, in this series of videos, what I'm going to try and do, or should I say this playlist of videos, which will be a series, what I'm going to try and do is to introduce some of the skills associated with Excel 2016, the version I'm using, Excel spreadsheets. Try and introduce the skills by creating little games or useful spreadsheets that you can use as part of your everyday activities as a student or an engineer or something like that. Now, the first one that I've chosen is to generate Lotto numbers. Yes, probably doesn't have a huge application to engineering, although, you know, the odd Lotto ticket here and there with the 1 in 3 million plus chances may be a good way of paying off the student loan. Now, the idea is that you will get a certain amount of engagement or interest in being able to, create these spreadsheets on your own. So there are some basic tasks and things that you may not be aware of, or you don't know. But the Excel spreadsheet is certainly, from an engineering point of view, is one of the most used spreadsheets throughout the whole industry, and it's used in a number of different ways. So it's very important that you get a good understanding of it and see the opportunities that it presents. I'll just I think in the first instance, you don't want to, I'm aware that I'm talking the introduction as to why I'm doing this. I do want people to understand that. So I might just have a little bit of a look now at, we'll go to the big screen and just look at what it is we're going to do. So here it is here. Oh, that's not it. Lotto numbers. Oh, come on. So this is the Lotto number generator that I've developed here. Now you might think, well, yeah, what about? So what you do, of course, is you just click on the numbers and it generates a random set of numbers between 1 and 40, I hope, that you can, possibly use or put on your Lotto sheet. So it's just a little thing there, and that's what it does. So we're going to get on and do that. So here I am. I click on the thing here and the numbers change, and they're randomly selected numbers. I've only chosen 6 numbers. Here in New Zealand we have I think 40 balls and 6 numbers. We also have a couple of other numbers as well, a Powerball and another one as well, which the name has escaped me, although I did look it up prior to that. So this is what we're going to do with it. So let's just get things. So I've stripped everything away there. There's a lot of other things in there. So what I'm going to do is let's go get everything shown here in this one here, and then I'm just going to open a totally new spreadsheet here. That's it there. We do want to show the formula bar. That's important. And so that's the spreadsheet. I'm just going to start right from scratch, and oops, I've got back to there. So that's the new one there, and as I say, I'm going to start right from scratch and develop the spreadsheet. So I've got to try and get back to where I have book 1. So I'm going to call, best you just call it File Save As, and I'm going to save it, go to your thing. So I've got a flash drive, 128 megabyte flash drive there, and I'm doing this particular one in the Integrated Pathways program at this stage, and I've got, is that it there, worksheets, or Excel here. So here's Excel here, and I'm going to call this one, I'm just going to call this one the Lotto. You can see I've got various versions there. Oh, I'll put it in capitals. Lotto, Lotto video one, and I'm going to save it as a Excel macro enabled workbook .xlsm, because there is macros in it, so it'll get saved like that, and we'll save that there. Oh, we'll call this one version or I'll call this one 4.0. Oh, I don't know whether I can do 0.0. It's version 4. Oh no, it's version 1 of the Lotto one. So we'll call this version 1. Save. So that's it there. Okay, and there we've got the, you know, the standard. That should be pretty much it. I've got 2014 here. So the first thing I want to do is I set up here a series of headings. So the first one there is random. Oops, and I'll turn off the caps lock. Random, and then I'm holding down the Alt key, Alt, A-L-T, Enter, and that enables me to put a second line, random number, like that there, random number, and in here I'm going to put unique rank, unique, oops, so you can always edit there, and Alt, Enter, oops, that didn't work so well, oops, what's happening here, double clicking in there, Alt, Enter, rank, okay, and in here, ball number, ball, Alt, Enter, number. Now you'll find that there's a number of shortcuts and things here. Now I would like these here to be, I want them, I'm going to click on the Home tab there. I like them to be in the middle of the cell vertically, and I'm just going to hit them like that. So that gets them like that there, like so. All right, so now down here is, these are the ball numbers. So there's 40 balls, so I'm going to put 1 in there, and I'm going to put a 2 in there, and I'll get these all set up how I want them, so middle, like that there, and then I'm going to grab that. Now I've got 1, 2, so I've got that like that, and I'm going to grab that little square there, and that'll sequentially take me up to 40. Now I know 41, so that just sequentially, so that just gives 1, 2, 3. If I was to say go 2, 4, it'd give me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or if I put 3, 6, it'll be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. So that's the unique number there, and in here I'm going to put a random number. Now Excel is is pretty primo with regards to you know, it's with calculations, it's got hugely powerful, but it's got in here a random number generator, and that is in the formulas here, and you can just click on maybe formulas and recently used, or the func formula, and it has a lot of functions and things like that in there, and you can go in here and look at the functions. And one of the functions, there's a function library here, which doesn't seem to be making itself obviously present to me at this stage, but there's one in here, maths and trig will do, and it's called rand. So there's lists and lists of them here, and there's one there called rand. Okay, rand. Now when you click on one of these functions, it tells you, gives you a little bit of a hint as to how it works and what it does. So it returns a random number greater than 0 and less than 1. So what we want to do is we want to put a random number in. So that's what we've done in there, and just push enter, and then it pushes a random number, and every time we push enter, that random number at this point in time, well, it should change, but anyway, we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy. Oh, I don't want the plus A2 there. That's a bit of a, just the rand like that. So that's sort of an editing panel up in there that you can use. So, and if we click, yeah. So what I'm going to do is just copy that random number down there into those like that. Oh, that shouldn't happen. Random. That should be enter. If I push F9, oh yeah, that's better. So if I push F9, it recalculates things. I was a bit worried, and I like to have things all set up and tidy. So I'd like them all. That I think I've got, there's 6 figures there. So if I go to the Home tab here, there's a little thing here, and this enables you to set the number of decimal places. So, oh, well, 7's fine. 7's a nice lucky number. Okay, so now what we've got there is a we've got all our random numbers generated. So what we're going to do now is we're going to calculate. We're going to put in there the we're going to find out where they rank, because we want to pick the top 6 balls. That's the top 6 balls. We want to pick those, and they're going to be the ones that come out. So the ones with the top 6. So what we're going to do there is we've got another little formula in here. And if we go to our formulas, we've got ones, I don't know whether it's a math or trig one, but it's called rank. So what it'll do is it'll, I don't know where it is, I'll just type it in there. There is the function library. There is one where you can get all of them, but it's called rank. And if we just type equals rank, it'll start coming up, and there it is there, rank. And this function is available for competitor and earlier. Returns the rank of a number in a list of a number. Its size is relative to other values in the list. So it tells us where a number comes in the list. So that's it there. And then we need to work with that, and I think I've got that just a little bit. I think I should be going using the little at symbol, at rank. There it is there, at rank. Here it is here. Oh, there's something wrong with that number. It isn't valid. Okay. Oh, I've got a bit of a problem there. I have used it in my trial. Equals rank. Okay. All right. I have used it in my trial. So equals rank. Okay. So we are able to use it. but with the equal sign, not the at sign. So at rank, and we need, so from that we need a number, and so we're going to rank this number here just from column A2. So to make it absolutely certain that it only goes to column A2, we put in a $sign. So that's equal rank A2. And then we put a comma for the reference. And for the reference, we put A2 to A. So we want to rank it amongst all of these numbers, A2 to A41, down there. So we'll put that there. Now these ones here, I'm going to put a $sign there like that, and I do that by just clicking on the number and pushing a F4. So that means it's an absolute, it'll only go to that one there. Whereas if we leave out the $signs, it becomes what we see relative, and we'll see that perhaps a little later on. And so we're going to close that bracket there. Close the bracket there like that. And that will give us the rank. Now we can just push enter at this stage, and that'll give us 22 in there. And we want that to be, I'll just go to the home button, and like that, there's 22. I like this to be in the middle. So that means that number is 22, the highest number. Now there is a small possibility, there's a small possibility here that there could be two numbers the same from the random number generator out of the 41. So we want, it's very small, but we want to get rid of that. Now the way that we do that is we go plus, and then we use another function called COUNTIF. So COUNTIF counts the number of cells within a range that meets. So we want to go COUNTIF, and then we're going to go bracket, and we're going to count if B $1, well it's actually B dollar count if B, oh yes, we're going to do the range, count if the range, so we're going to, in this range, we're going to, if this number, if there's a similar number in the range, and we can go from, we'll go from B1, okay, B, so we'll go from B $1 in the range, and to B1, like so, B1, so that's $1 to B1, which is that the range in there. So if there's anyone the same in there, now this is only there's only going to be one number in there, so that's going to be virtually impossible. And then the number that we're looking for is B1. Okay, and that'll be B1, like so. And that means that if the two numbers are the same, what we'll do is, if it returns a truth, we'll go -1, and we'll go enter like that. Okay, now we've got that there to 7 decimal places, okay, which is not what we want. We just want that at 0. So the number of ways we can do that, but probably the easiest way is just to zip it back there like that, 22, because that's the rank. Okay, so here's something you can see here. We probably don't need that column to be that wide, or this column here as well. So we can select those two columns, and we can go Format, AutoFit Column Width. So that makes everything fit. Oh, we could do that one there as well. Format, AutoFit Column Width. Okay, so now that means there, and you'll see what happens here with this. So we're going to copy that formula all the way down to there, and what that should do is it should, yeah, we'll just push F9. Oh, I know what's happened. What I've done is previously I've turned off the calculations, the formulas and calculation options. I set it to manual for the previous spreadsheet. So let's make it automatic, and now it updates all the time. We've got to come back and actually do that. Okay, so let's go back to home here. So this should rank all these from 1 to 40. That's what that should be doing. Now what you'll see here is, you can see here in this one here that if we just click on that, you can see that it's just given the little the spread in there. And then if we click, you can see it's B1 to B1, a $1 to B1, yeah, and dash B1. I think actually that should be well, we'll leave it that. So that's all right there, B1 to B1. That shouldn't be a problem. And then if we look here, you can see how that one is now going from B1 to B2. And if we come down here, look at this one here, you can see how the range is going from, if it's looking in that range there to see if any of the numbers are the same, and that's going to affect the rank. And then it's the -1 will make it, if they are the same, it'll certainly change them. So that's what that little bit's all about, and there we are, we've got that all sorted now. And the other thing that we want to do is, so that's just the number there, ball number down there like that. All right, now the next thing we want to do is we want to set up here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are where it'll read various things from there, and so I'm going to set that up in F. Like that, and that's just going to be 1, 2, 3. These are the 4, 5, 6. So these are the ball numbers here, and I'm just going to make those, put them in the middle like that there, and I'm just going to make them a slightly bigger text, maybe 24. That's all right, and maybe bold so that they just stand out. So that's our sheet 1. Now I'm going to name that sheet. I've decided to call that one, that's where we're doing all the calculations. So I'm going to rename that one Calcs. Calcs, caps lock. Okay, all right. So that's, I'm just going to, over here, I can just make my sheet a little bit smaller like that. So that's my calculation sheet. That's all set up and ready to go. And so the top numbers, like for instance, the top number would be 12. That's, well, number 1, I suppose, the top ranking number. And then the second number would be 24. And so on. So you can get the top 6 numbers out of there. So that's all generating from the random number generator there. So what I'm actually going to do is, it's coming up for 25 minutes just to get that all sorted. So I'm going to stop the video there, I think, and we'll go to another little video. So that's just a little bit, just getting everything all set up there. So yeah, I think we'll finish this video at this point, and then we'll get on to the next stage 2, number 2. So that'll be cheers and see you.